Salut, salut. Bonjour, salut. Bienvenue à ton tuto de prononciation aujourd'hui. So welcome to your tuto for pronunciation today. And we're going to have a look at something that's called la continuité, l'enchaînement vocalique. Now, this is a really, really useful concept to know about, because it's something that we do in English without thinking about. And it's probably the reason why you feel like all the words merge together when you listen to French. And it's probably why you think the French is really, really fast as well. Because it's this merging of words. We do it all the time in English. But when we read French off of a page, or when we're pronouncing it really, really slowly to ourselves, we're probably looking at every single word separately. And in natural spoken language, words don't exist in isolation, they exist in groups or chunks, and then they become something meaningful together. Let's have a look at what I mean by that. So, en français oral, on a tendance à attacher les mots les uns aux autres, de telle sorte qu'on ne retrouve pas le découpage graphique entre les mots. So, in spoken French, we have a tendency to attach words one to another, and so that we can't see any sort of like cutting up between the words. Si un mot finit par une voyelle prononcée et que le mot suivant commence par une voyelle, on tend à passer d'une voyelle à l'autre sans interruption de la voix. C'est l'enchaînement vocalique. So if a word finishes with a pronounced vowel and the following word has a vowel, we tend to pass from one vowel to the other without any interruption to the voice, which might give you the idea that it's only one word. So, Ugo est là, Ugo est là. We wouldn't stop with Ugo. We wouldn't say Ugo est là. You wouldn't break it up like that because it's a piece of information, yes? So, Ugo est là, Ugo est là. Donc, la voyelle O de Ugo est clairement prononcée et enchaînée avec la voyelle de E. Il peut y avoir un enchaînement vocalique entre deux voyelles identiques, ce qui représente une difficulté particulière de réalisation et de perception. So you can have the sort of like the running on, the enchaînement vocalique between two identical vowels. And this can be particularly difficult to say or to realize that there are two words going on there. Dans ce cas, on tend à utiliser une modulation de ton entre les deux voyelles. So in a case like that, we use a modulation of tone between the vowels. Hugo aura 8 ans bientôt. Hugo aura 8 ans bientôt. So we want to make the 8 there. Hugo aura 8 ans. Hugo aura 8 ans bientôt. Yes, we're trying to make the difference between these vowels by the modulation of the voice. So, Hugo aura 8 ans bientôt. So when this is going away from the idea of just reading them Hugo, aura, 8. There's no relationship between those three. But actually, you've got the fourth as well, the on. There's a relationship between all those words. Il n'y a pas de limite a priori au nombre d'enchaînements vocaliques dans la phrase. So there's no real limit to the number of enchaînements that you can do in a sentence. And here's a good one. So, elle m'a eu une idée. Elle m'a eu une idée. Yes, so elle m'a eu une idée. That whole bit is one, isn't it? Yeah, elle m'a eu une idée brillante. Les enchaînements vocaliques se font à l'intérieur du groupe syntaxe et entre les groupes syntaxe. So, un vent violent a abîmé un bâtiment en construction. Violent a abîmé un bâtiment en construction. This is not, by the way, la liaison. La liaison is different. La liaison is when you have an unsounded vowel, a consonant that then goes into a vowel, like les enfants, for example. That's a different thing, yes? And then lorsque la liaison n'est pas réalisée, elle peut être remplacée par un enchaînement vocalique. So if we're not doing liaison, because a liaison would be Clément t'attend. So Clément attend un copain à l'entrée du cinéma. Okay. Now, what I think would be a good thing to do is thinking about these questions. Think about a child asking these questions. Because one thing that works really, really well is that if you really over-exaggerate something that you're doing, and then you can bring it back down. So imagine a child, they really sort of like over-exaggerate the why and they exaggerate everything, don't they? And then you can bring it back down. That's what actors do. They always sort of like go big and then come back down. They say it's almost impossible to go from small to big. Okay, so let's try that out. So, pourquoi est-ce que le ciel est bleu? Yeah, so really sort of like have a go at reading this. So the enchaînement that we're getting is the pourquoi est-ce que, yeah? So try and do it really big, but do your most exaggerated French. No one can hear you, or maybe they can. I can't hear you, yes? So do your most exaggerated French to say these questions, okay? Really big, big, big. Do all four, if you can. All right, okay. So now let's have a listen. Let's have a listen to, one second. We're going to have a listen now to them being said, and you can obviously speak along with them as well.
Leçon 3. La continuité, l'enchaînement vocalique. Exercice 1. 1.
Pourquoi est-ce que le ciel est bleu?
Okay, try and get that enchaînement. Good.
Deux.
Pourquoi est-ce que la nuit est noire?
Okay, to you, pourquoi est-ce que?
3.
Pourquoi est-ce que les étoiles brillent?
4.
Pourquoi est-ce que les nuages sont blancs?
Bravo, bravo, très bien, très bien. Excellent. Okay, let's go back to having a look at some more examples of this. So you can see the line that's there. So, j'ai lu un manga. J'ai lu un manga. Lu un. Yeah, so I think when I speak like that, because with people when they're in my classes, lu un. So I say, what's lu un, Ellie? Yes, that's the l'enchaînement, yeah? J'ai lu un manga. And then if we add the adjective in, what difference would that make? J'ai lu un manga. J'ai lu un manga amusant. It's got to run together, yes? So, j'ai lu un manga. J'ai lu un manga amusant. A manga is a Japanese cartoon book, if you didn't know that one. All right, let's have a listen to that and see if you can copy that. So you can just check so you can see what the four sentences are. So, j'ai lu un manga amusant. J'ai entendu un CD. J'ai entendu un CD épouvantable. Do you want to try that one? J'ai lu une BD. J'ai lu une BD. J'ai lu une BD étonnante. And the last one, j'ai vu une vidéo. J'ai vu une vidéo. Okay, j'ai vu une vidéo originale. Okay, let's have a listen now and follow those.
Exercice 2. 1.
J'ai lu un manga.
Over to you.
Amusant.
J'ai lu un manga amusant.
Can you see the difference between the two? Yeah. J'ai lu un manga. J'ai lu un manga amusant. Okay, let's go for the next one.
Deux.
J'ai entendu un CD.
Okay, to you. Okay.
Épouvantable.
Okay, add the épouvantable to the end, which means terrible.
J'ai entendu un CD épouvantable.
It's got a lovely rhythm to it, hasn't it? J'ai entendu un CD épouvantable. Okay, next one.
Trois.
J'ai lu une BD.
To you. So we're going for the lune. That's what we want, the lune. Yeah.
Étonnante.
J'ai lu une BD étonnante.
Quatre.
Last one.
J'ai vu une vidéo.
Original.
J'ai vu une vidéo originale.
Yeah, j'ai vu une vidéo originale. Running together. Excellent, well done. Okay, let's go back and have a look at some more of these. Sometimes what it means is that things get cut out altogether. This is they're saying here, it's in the familiar, quite common sort of like style of speaking. And this is how people speak. Because, you know, it's like when we say gunner and wanna and things like that in English. You might think you don't do it, but you do. I know I do. So here we're cutting out the tu, the u of tu altogether. But here they're cutting out the s. Okay, so we've got the tu, tu. Yeah, so it's almost like a T apostrophe. Yeah, tu, tu, tu. Yes, both of them are cut to some degree. How do you say that one? Yeah, so in the Becherel, you'll see it's a tu étais. Yeah, t'étais, t'étais où, t'étais où. And then if you want to put the tu back in, you say tu étais où, tu étais où. And also, you know été, but when you hear it like that, you might get a little bit confused because it's run together. Okay, this is the aller. So how would you say that? T'allais où, t'allais où. And then you would say tu allais où, tu allais où. And then the last one, t'iras où, t'iras où, tu iras où. Okay, I don't know how their intonation's going to be slightly the same as mine, but we'll find out. Let me just close that. Sorry, I can't open the. Oh, there we go. Let me open the. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Let's hear that.
Exercice 3. Exemple. T'es où?
Tu es où?
Okay, have a go. Let me play that for you again.
Exercice 3. Exemple. T'es où?
Tu es où?
1. T'étais où?
Tu étais où?
2. T'allais où?
Tu es allé où?
3. T'iras où?
Tu iras où?
Très bien, très bien. Alors, merci. J'espère que vous avez trouvé ça intéressant, utile. Et puis, à la prochaine alors. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Au revoir.